I am the Silver Literate, and this is Stacking for Your Baby. If you have children, if you have a newborn baby, you understand what I mean by it's important to try to create some sort of a financial future for them. And there's many options: college funds, bank accounts. Myself, I prefer precious metals and silver. And why silver? We're going to take a quick look at that right now and run through why it's a great store of value, why it's a fantastic hedge against inflation, and how it outperforms a bank account. Silver is a long-term store of value. Let's take a look at that long-term store of value. 60 years ago, 1964, silver price is $1.30, minimum wage is $1.15, and a new base model regular cab Ford F-150 is running about $2,000. Skip ahead today to 2023. Silver price is $23.67. Minimum wage is $10.10 here in Michigan. And a new base model regular cab XL Ford F-150 is $36,570. If you bought $2,000 worth of silver in 1964, that same silver today would be worth $36,415.38. That same $2,000 worth of silver you bought in 1964 can still buy you a new truck or 22,478 hamburgers today if you're hungry. Now, 60 years is a long time. Let's look at a 20-year hedge against inflation. In 2004, the silver price was $6.66, minimum wage is $5.15, and a new base model regular cab XL Ford F-150 is $21,765. 20 years later, silver is worth $23.67. Minimum wage is still $10.10 here in Michigan. And a new base model regular cab XL Ford F-150 would run you $36,570. If you spent $2,000 on silver in 2004, that same silver would be worth $7,108.11 today. That same $2,000 worth of silver you bought in 2004 would be worth $5,108.11 more today. So silver is a long-term store of value. It's a hedge against inflation. And I know many of you are thinking, why don't I just put my money in the bank and let it acquire interest? Well, if that $2,000 put into a savings account in 2004, 20 years ago, at a very high, unheard of 4% interest rate for a savings account, compounded annually would be worth $4,214 today. $2,894.11 less than if you put that $2,000 into silver. Now, as we see, silver is a great hedge against inflation. It's a fantastic long-term store of value, and it's better than a savings account. Now, factoring in that information, I decided, you know what? I'm just going to start stacking up some stuff for my son, create his own stack apart and separate from mine. And other than just going with the pieces that I would win or the cheaper pieces, I decided that every time I bought myself a little bit of silver, I would buy him some too. And so recently I picked up a couple maple leaves, and I bought one from him as well and just put it into his little stack. And I do the same with American Eagles. When I pick one up, I'll pick one up for his stack as well. As I was doing this, I realized that his stack was coming along pretty nicely. And if I continue this over the course of a few years, he's going to have a healthy little amount of value put away in silver. Now, a lot of times, some of the stuff I pick up for him is stuff I would normally not stack myself, like a 1/10 piece of silver. However, if you win them on a giveaway, if you pick up a tube of them at a great price, for example, my most recent tube of these I picked up was under melt, then I'll buy them, I'll throw them in this box. Eventually, someday, I may trade them up, or I may leave it for him to do. Same with the 40% and 90% silver, junk silver, constitutional silver. I'll put any I find in a tube for him, and occasionally I'll find some BU examples, uncirculated. I'll stick these in a capsule, stick these in a tube for him as well, and keep them protected, because we're looking at 18 to 20 years before he has control of his own stack, before he can decide to trade them up, trade them out for gold, cash them in, God forbid. But at that time, they're his. Now, I was also thinking that as he gets older, I'm going to want to get him interested in silver and gold and recognize the value of it and want to hang on to it and get some enjoyment out of it. But of course, I didn't really want him, until he's old enough, touching the bullion, toning it up, tossing it around. So I went out and I bought something that I never buy for myself, which is a tube of copper rounds. Various types. Something that he's able to hold, stack, touch, chew on, whatever the case may be. And to get him to understand the value and how to handle coins, how to handle bullion, and to appreciate the stack that he does have of the more precious metals. If you like this video, if I imparted any information to you at all as to why you should stack silver for your children, for your baby, give me a like. Subscribe to the channel. In the future, I'll be coming out with some videos on how to store your silver, protecting it, and of course, where to get some of the greatest deals you can. Right now, if you're just starting out, you could check out your local coin shop. Check out big mints, the big bullion companies online. See what they're selling them for. Compared it to places like Whatnot, such as Coin Hub on Whatnot. You can get some great deals there if you're patient. Keep your eyes open. Always try to buy as low as possible, of course. And stack for your baby. Start putting away a future for him that can't be touched. We got to remember that in the past, a lot of people used to stack cash and save up a lot of cash, fill their safes full of cash, and unfortunately that cash at the time was Confederate cash, and it quickly was worth zero. And we see that happening around the world in different countries where inflation runs out of your mind. A loaf of bread's $100 million or 100 million lira or whatever the case may be. They're talking about digital currency, yanking the cash rate from us, yanking the control from us. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. Precious metals is the way to go. As I showed earlier in the video, it's a great store of value, great hedge against inflation, and it's yours. Nobody can take it from you. Nobody can tell you how to spend it. Nobody can tell you what to do with it. Great asset to put away for your children, for your baby. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.